Shaiiko's come back and he's been in great form. I think on the event he's almost a plus 50, if I remember correctly.
To come in for Mentalist again at the Skylight. Shaiiko!
What?
You have to commit so much, and if it goes wrong, well, you're basically done and dusted.
Shaiiko, how can you say it? This man is a god.
He's going to find another onto Pixel and another onto a third yet as Rexon swings in, and it's all Shaiiko all the time.
Aware of his presence, Shaiiko's got himself straight into that huge headshot onto Pengu, shutting down the clash. That could be the difference maker.
It's just dumb how good he's been when you've actually looked at the way that he's played, and he's been doing this against good teams.
In Rainbow Six Siege, no man is deadlier than Shaiiko. This guy is considered one of the best players in the world, and for good reason. His fragging and aim are insane.
Only having to win 2 attacking rounds. That could be a double kill. Shaiiko, no, not like that.
This past year, Shaiko's team, BDS, climbed the competitive Siege mountain, starting from the very bottom. But for Shaiiko, this was a revenge tour. A giant middle finger to all the people who said he wasn't good enough. To the people who spent 2 years discrediting his skills. Because for those 2 years, Shaiiko was banned from competitive Siege.
Shaiiko has been banned from any ESL competitive play for 2 years. Any money, any winnings that B Genius has accumulated throughout this season has been forfeited, as well as their spot in this season of the Pro League.
Pengu, then considered the best player in the world, accused Shaiiko of cheating in a pro match against G2 esports. It's still unclear to this day whether Shaiiko actually cheated or not. But if you want to know more about that, please go watch our older video. For now, revenge. A few days after his ban was lifted, Shaiiko joined BDS Esports, who were re-entering Siege with their old roster, so they were basically starting from scratch. First, they had to qualify for the EU Pro League, which meant that Shaiiko and BDS began their grind through Challenger, the region's secondary league.
Et on peut mettre la pression de l'autre côté, 7, ce qui fait tomber Viking. Johnny qui est tout seul avec Todd maintenant pour aller contrer cette balle de Challenger League. On va être obligé d'ouvrir la trappe. Shaiiko qui vient récupérer Johnny. Toda tout seul, on est en train de planter le désamorceur. On a le Jackal au contact, c'est le Jackal qui vient terminer.
Et c'est fait pour les BDS.
Et les BDS sont en Challenger League saison 10.
On aura une équipe française.
On aura une équipe française et une structure suisse en Challenger League saison 10.
But right after they qualified for Challenger, Shaiiko got his first taste of competitive Siege in years.
Shaiiko finding a much needed kill, taking the nades out, and he's going to find another onto Pixel and another onto a third yet as Rexon swings in, and it's all Shaiiko all the time.
As Rafal will put down the diffuser, and Shaiiko goes hunting, as that's going to be 48 on the match. 2 kills away from 50 kills inside of 1 game.
You take your eyes off this guy for a second, it doesn't matter if you're looking at him or what, he will absolutely rip you down.
Shaiiko hulked out in the group stage, setting a new record for most kills in a single match and beating G2, the tournament favorites. While BDS lost in the playoffs, Shaiiko's message to the Siege community was clear. He was back.
Shaiiko's come back and he's been in great form. I think on the event he's almost a plus 50, if I remember correctly, which is just so mind-bogglingly, and I'm going to use the word, dumb. It's just dumb how good he's been.
BDS went on to secure a spot in Pro League Season 11, which meant there was only one thing left for them to do in 2019. Qualify for the 6 Invitational.
Meepy will need to ace in order for this round to continue on. If Meepy does not ace, imagine the pressure! Oh! And he's not gonna get it. BDS Esport punching their ticket to the 6 Invitational. We have a 12th team, Gassan.
It's done, it's over. 7-3 victory for BDS.
BDS finished in 4th, ahead of any other European team, including Pengu and G2. But what was more important is that Shaiiko stood out as the most dominant player at the tournament, with the highest rating of any player to make it past the group stage.
Shaiiko's already worked his way back in, but Rafal actually to stave off Tex. Shaiiko with one more, and he gets a diffuser.
In the meantime, Shaiiko still holding the skylight angle. Magnet will finally strike for Fnatic though, picking up the first, but Shaiko's there to strike right back. knocking out Tex, and still waiting for that peek to come in for Mentalist again at the Skylight. Shaiiko! What? With a double! That might have been a collateral, taking out Magnet and Lusty, and now looking for the last one. He gets it as well. It's an ace from Shaiiko with an incredibly bold hold in the middle bar.
There he goes, finally finished off deep by Printer. RXWD playing on the bomb, and he's gone. Shaiiko now in a 1v3, he gets one. Watching his flank, wary of the potential. There's another. It's all on Shaiiko in the 1v1 with Shaiiko. It's gonna be close. The pre-fire's out, and Shaiiko wins it! What a reaction!
In just 9 months, Shaiiko went from being banned to being named the best player of the year. And he didn't even play the full year. That's just how crazy he was. Other top names in the scene, like Pengu, had to admit, the dude was a monster. But despite all the praise and accolades, Shaiiko still didn't have any big wins. Sure, he was the best player of the year, but he didn't win Pro League. He didn't win a major. He didn't win the Invitational. He was a king without a crown. And as 2020 progressed, it seemed like more of the same for Shaiiko and BDS. They failed to win Season 11's Pro League, and they came second to Rogue in the new European League.
He'll run to get the diffuser. He's quick peeking as quick as he can. 10 seconds left. Can he hit one shot? Yes, he will! But the double peek will come out, and it's all on the back of Leon there. Beautiful triple kill that round. Will leave the game in the hands of Rogue, and that's BDS's first loss this entire stage, Milosh. I just can't believe it.
So when it was time for Europe's 6th major in August, BDS were not favorites. In fact, in their very first match of the tournament, they lost to G2, getting knocked down to the losers bracket. They fell to the back of pretty much everybody's minds. But you can never count out Shaiiko.
It's going to be Bride removed, and suddenly only 2 players remaining here for BDS.
Gotta worry about Shaiiko. Always gotta worry about Shaiiko and what he can do. Leon had a bit of free agency on the top floor, but now that they know he's sat watching this diffuser, this is their chance to go a bit more aggressive. They have got time here, not even bothering with drones. Oh my word! Someone stop him. And Leon, man, dude, you've had a great day, but Shaiiko in this series is on fire.
The site, and Renshiro gets dropped, but there's the pickup from Shaiiko. There's the second through the wall, drops him down, won't have the confirmation, but look at the bodies of Virtus Pro trying to flood their way back in. Another one.
Before even halfway had gone, they had just 2 left, and now they're running on such little info, and that's exactly why things like that, a mission getting gunned down with the diffuser dropped, are able to happen. Shockwave does clap back, but isn't going to be enough. You still have these players, Shaiiko so well positioned to be able to just clean up these kills.
Shaiiko and BDS overcame the odds, mounting a losers bracket run all the way to the finals. But despite their incredible run, BDS were still the underdogs, because the team waiting for them in the finals was the team that put them in losers in the first place. The team that got Shaiiko banned all those years ago, G2.
27 seconds left to go. There is work to be done for BDS here. They need to recover it. Virtue, Citizen going big. Exactly when G2 need them. Can they close this out? It is now 3 versus 1. G2 take it. They are going to go 2 maps into the lead with managing to claw back a hard-fought fixture on Villa.
Unbelievable that it takes 15 rounds on Villa to determine who takes the lead. Or would have been a draw, of course, if BDS had swung back into it. But G2 and 0 is where they sit. 1 more map and they are the major champions.
BDS lost the first game, putting them just 1 map away from elimination. It looked like Shaiiko and BDS were about to lose another major tournament. But then, they fought back.
Aware of his presence, Shaiiko's got himself straight into sight. Huge headshot onto Pengu, shutting down the clash. That could be the difference maker into the clash, but it won't be enough, I don't think. As the time ticks away, did BDS come out with a big win there on Oregon? They, after a lot of sparring, were rocked by a haymaker on Villa, but come back with a huge uppercut of their own on Oregon, getting themselves right back into this fight. Now, but they are limited in terms of man count. Uno will be taken down by Shaiiko, and he's starting to push himself forward as the talisman for BDS. Out comes the nade, closes down Pengu. This is surely going to be BDS clawing themselves back into the matchup here, and we have got exactly what we and everybody else wanted, Des. We are going to Clubhouse. Map 5, BDS have fought themselves all the way back from a 2-map deficit. This could be one of the all-time classic comebacks that we are witnessing. Time we generally see it come down to last 10-second bloodbaths, but the ping comes out. It's all the information that Renshiro needs to shut down Pengu on his belly. He gets a third onto Virtue. Shaiiko will get the first kill onto Virtue. Is this the beginning of the end for G2? That is the question. Out come another couple of kills. 1 versus 5 now. The hopes of G2 rested with the last man, but no, it will be Ali BDS as they take a flawless round, and they are your EU major champions here in stage 1. What a performance from the French team we have just seen, all the way back from 2 maps to 0. They take this one 3-2.
After being banned for 2 years, after coming painfully close time and time again, Shaiiko finally had his first trophy. And he got it with one of the most incredible runs in Siege history.
When the losers bracket team comes in and wins it, it's so much like it's an incredible story. Like it's a good storyline. That is like
too, right?
That was one of the most entertaining. Like it was an online mini major finals, and like it was still one of the most entertaining matches I've watched in Siege.
And for further icing on the cake, he won by beating the man who got him banned in the first place.
I mean, can you imagine Shaiiko winning his first title against Pengu in the finals? Like, you can't make that up. Like, that's such a great storyline.
Shaiiko's path to glory was long and painful. He was banned for a crime he swears he didn't commit, and when he was finally unbanned, he was forced to start from the very bottom. But Shaiiko never quit. He never stopped grinding. And he never stopped trying to answer the question that the community always asked. Yes, he is just that good. Talk about pumpkin spice craft dinner. I could talk about the incredible channel we have in Slack called Z Fun Delicious Food, which exclusively goes for disgusting pieces of food items like the Red Lobster exclusive Dugarita, a Mountain Dew margarita, the Taco Bell cheesy chalupa jalapeno noir wine, or perhaps pumpkin spice craft dinner, a limited 1,000 product only thing that they are giving to people in Canada for reasons I can't explain. Who wants to eat pumpkin spice? Who wants to eat craft dinner? Question one. And then of those people, which of them want pumpkin spice craft dinner? It doesn't make any sense.